Ladies and gentlemen, I have an itch to build a Star Trek Starship and the Cawley class. This is a concept ship done by John Eves, and this was supposed to be like one of the fleet ships in Discovery. I'm going to give my little disclaimer here on Discovery. I couldn't sit through it. I basically watched it for the Starships. So, this was not used on a screen as far as I know, and since I've had an itch really to build a starship, but I really didn't know which one I wanted to do, or do I wanted to like kit bash a ship together and all that. But I didn't want to do a standard Star Trek ship, a saucer, nacelles, and a like a secondary hull, where it pretty much looks like a the Enterprise, if you will, the basic shape, Constitution class, just variations of it. But I saw this and I thought, this is very, very slick. It's just sleek in design. And if you don't know the Shinzu that was in Discovery, I think these two share the similarities of both. So I actually started this on a whim. Just happened to just sit down and draw it out. And the first thing I do when I make ships is I usually draw one out on either poster board or scrap foam board. I want to see the shape of it, the size. This is the size I want to go. This is about 10 inches. Let me get Mr. I decided on about that wide and roughly about 17, 18 inches long. I really don't know what scale. I mean, you could say 1/350 or 1/537, it depends. But anyway, I always draw it out, and this is all freehand, just to see where, if I wanted to pursue it, sometimes sketch, and putting it in the, I want to say 3D terms is just, almost two different things. But anyway, the shape went out, and I was like, well, I'll start cutting out the shapes, and then I always make a paper template of the curved parts, and this way you don't have to waste material. You can use paper and make different designs. Make sure you get the paper model part out, and you're good to go. So with that being said, with the little prototype here, I came up with that. Now this is made out of I won't say HD foam, cosplay EVA foam. It's cheap, it's lightweight, it's got a little different than I'm gonna say it's traditional styrene building, but the weight's down. This is very, very light. And once I started cutting and gluing, it was man, it started taking shape really quick. I did follow pretty much exactly, except for the bottom here. The bottom, the Cawley here, like the Shinzu, they have a bridge on the very bottom. And I'm not a big fan of that. I wanted to change that up, but I wanted to keep the profile. So I kept the profile, but I opened it up kind of like, if y'all don't know, the Akira class, where the deflector dish would go. That's I wanted it there. I do like the bridge on the top with the, I just prefer it. But other than that, I've kept everything else the same, and that is just laminated different thicknesses of EVA foam. And then I'm going to go in with Mr. Dremel. Once I get the everything blocked in, I'm going to go in with Mr. Dremel, and I'm going to smooth everything out and round everything to shape, and start adding the shuttle bay. And then you could light it if you want. I chose not to. I just wanted a nice little desktop static model, and this one fits the bill, as in it's Federation-y, but it's it doesn't have the, I won't say basic saucer secondary hull and nacelles. It just has a very unique shape, and it's just different enough to cure the Starship building itch there. But anyway, other than that, I got everything pretty much glued on. I just got to finish rounding out the deflector there and the back, and then we'll start sanding the shape. EVA foam is a little, there's different ways you can glue it. Contact cement does work really good, and gives you a little more, you can actually get into the, if you need to like curve stuff, you can really glue it, and it'll really bite it. Most of this was built with traditional super glue, really quick, and it really bites it, and it is very, very sturdy. Anyway, there'll be a little bit of not a whole lot of putty filling, but that'll be basically I want to say latex caulking, if you will, or a heavy thick paint, just to smooth out any seams after it gets sanded smooth. But anyway, I think it's taking shape. Anyway, looking forward to the next video, and I should have most of it sanded down, and we can start doing the hopefully some details. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I got going on today. Unnamed ship yet, haven't thought of a name yet, but we are tackling the John Eves Cawley class Starship. So that's what I got going on today. Stay tuned for the next exciting episode.